new this morning. We now know the name of the man hit and killed by a car in Simpsonville. First responders say this happened last night along Fairview Road. Investigators say that's where they found the man, who was pronounced dead at the scene. The Greenville County coroner later identified him as Jorge Garcia Morales. His cause of death was blunt force injuries and has been ruled an accident. The case is under investigation by the Greenville County Coroner's Office and South Carolina Highway Patrol.
Columbia, a federal judge heard arguments in a case that could have major implications for education in South Carolina. The South Carolina chapter of the NAACP is suing the State Department of Education over a rule that led to the removal of AP African American Studies in the classroom. 7 News State House reporter Caroline Yaffa has the details.
Here at the federal courthouse in Columbia, attorneys for the South Carolina NAACP and State Board of Education spent hours presenting their cases. The dispute is about a budget proviso, which is a line in the state budget that says state money can't be used to teach one race or sex is inherently superior to another.
It's unconstitutional, and it's essentially trampled on our First Amendment, on our student clients' First Amendment rights. So the stakes are really high here.
Lawyers for the NAACP argue the proviso is vague. They believe it silences other viewpoints and lets lawmakers dictate what's in the classroom. They also say this proviso was a reason the state got rid of AP African American Studies, and schools need to regain the option to bring it back. There's still an honors class for the course.
Students throughout the state, including our student plaintiffs, won't have access to the critical, vital information that's contained within this course, and that is very much a violation of their constitutional rights.
Lawyers who represented Superintendent of Education Ellen Weaver said public school students don't have the right to receive that information in schools. They also say this lawsuit is political. They said in a statement leaving the courtroom, "We appreciate Judge Leiden's careful and thorough consideration of our arguments, and we look forward to her ruling." Last week, I spoke with Attorney General Alan Wilson, who said this is for protection.
The state of South Carolina has a right to prohibit that type of curriculum from being taught to children. I'm defending the right of the General Assembly in the state of South Carolina to not teach racially or sexually divisive curriculum to students.
There were also 2 teachers involved that said they have seen firsthand the negative effects this proviso has had in their schools. In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa, 7 News.
No word on when the judge will make a decision. The NAACP says they believe there's a hotline in the works which would report teachers who have violated the proviso.
The collapse of a bridge in Pickens County sparked more questions about other infrastructure. And tonight's 7 News' Lauren Miller is taking a closer look at conditions of upstate bridges.
The South Carolina Department of Transportation discussed the conditions of its bridges just 4 days before this bridge collapsed in Pickens County during its commissioner meeting. What was discussed was the concern for its aging infrastructure. The state maintains 8,500 bridges. 2,400, or around 30% of those, are 60 years or older. But SCDOT says bridges have a 50-year service life.
And at the rate we were going, in 10 years, we'd have 3,900 bridges that are 60 years or older. So almost half of our infrastructure that were bridges would be 60 years or older 10 years from now. And that's not something we want.
A 2021 report card by the American Society of Civil Engineers gave the state's bridges a D+. It stated South Carolina is experiencing challenges with its aging infrastructure. Quote, "Many of these critical systems need improvement, repair, or replacement, and our rapidly growing population is straining the capacity of our systems." It's something people in Pickens County worry about.
And I noticed the same bridges that I've seen closed when I was traveling back and forth are still closed.
When we moved in 4 years ago, I mean, it was not too far. It's about 1.5 miles down the street. Yeah, there was a bridge out right across from us. That's still not up.
SCDOT also says closures and deterioration can sometimes be caused by overweight vehicles going over a bridge. The South Carolina Department of Public Safety says the Crow Creek Road Bridge in Pickens County collapsed due to an overweight truck traveling over it. The agency reported 465 citations for overweight vehicles in the past 5 years just in Pickens County. So the fear of another collapse is on Fred Keeber's mind.
Sure it could. We don't know. Nobody has a really maybe any way to tell us which ones are the most dire need.
The South Carolina Department of Transportation has received almost $440 million in 2025 for bridge improvement repairs. In Pickens County, Lauren Miller, 7 News.
Now, according to SCDOT, Pickens County has 50 load-restricted bridges, Greenville County 64, 52 in Spartanburg County, and Anderson County has 17. Construction on the new Woodruff High School is still on track. It's a project that draws funds from the $100 million referendum approved by voters back in 2022. Our Julia Keener got a sneak peek at the new school in a story you'll see only on 7.
This time next year, students and teachers at Woodruff High School will be walking through the doors of a brand new school, a $100 million project that's been years in the making. We follow District 4 Facilities Director Clark Simpkins, who tells us the new school will open with room for 1,500 students, but with 17 shift rooms.
It allows us to grow as the population grows up.
It could eventually fit up to 2,000.
We've got a middle school right now that was built in 1967. We're still using it. We'll continue to use it. It's in great shape. And if you take care of it, they'll last a long time. It's much cheaper to maintain them than it is to build them.
Simpkins says everything in the new school was picked with purpose.
We actually visited probably 10 or 15 other high schools and picked up ideas from them.
From the theater,
We'll seat 600 people, and we're looking forward to entertaining, having events there for the community.
to the athletic hall that features 2 gyms,
The main gym will have seating capacity for about 1,800.
the football field-sized courtyard,
We got that idea from a school in Charleston.
and 14-foot wide hallways. Principal Christine Morris says it's the little things that make a big difference.
To be able to move into a building where, you know, the hallways are wider, like I am so excited about that, and the visibility of the hallways, it's just safer for our kids as well.
Morris and Simpkins say having a space that can bring everything and everyone together will be a big win for the whole community.
All of that just gives our students better opportunity to become better at what they love.
It's personal. We want to make it the best we can.
We're told construction will wrap up in the fall, giving the team extra time to make sure everything is perfect for the 2026-2027 school year. In Woodruff, Julia Keener, 7 News.
District 4 says no schools are being shut down. Instead, they're shifting grade levels to free up around 10 extra classrooms at each existing school.
75th anniversary of racing at Darlington Raceway is coming up on Labor Day weekend.
Today, leaders gathered in Greenville to talk about the race and the importance of their campaign, Sober or Slammer. 7 News' Taylor Farmer was there and has the latest.
Since 1950, people all over South Carolina, including here in the upstate, have made the trip to Darlington Raceway. And while the tradition hasn't changed, event organizers, racers, and law enforcement want to make sure one message remains clear for the weekend.
The track too tough to tame, Darlington Raceway.
Its egg-shaped oval track and narrow turns make Darlington Raceway one of the most unique and challenging tracks NASCAR drivers face each year.
There's not another place like it in the country. They call it the track too tough to tame, the lady in black, and every driver wants to win at Darlington, and they don't think like they completed their career until they do.
Many drivers leave with the famous Darlington stripe, a telltale scrape against the wall.
Yeah, I got one.
The only bones I've broken in race cars have been at Darlington. This is kind of crazy.
Hall of Famer Bobby Labonte is among many who know the risk of the track, but safety off the track is the focus this year. As fans head to the Cookout Southern 500, organizers and state leaders are doubling down on one clear message: sober or slammer. South Carolina Department of Public Safety says drunk driving remains a leading cause of deadly crashes.
That is one cause that is 100% preventable.
That's why law enforcement and racing pros alike are urging fans to make smart choices. Ross Chastain might be known for his wild rides on the track.
I crash really good. I'm really good at crashing. I'm better than all of y'all, but I've got 9 seatbelts.
But he doesn't want you to do the same.
I'm the Busch Light guy, okay? I like beer. I drink beer, but not when I'm going to get behind the wheel.
On both the road and the racetrack, safety comes first. Organizers are reminding fans to plan ahead, use a rideshare, designate a driver, and enjoy the race responsibly. And when you head to Darlington, come ready to have fun.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys, and drive sober.
In Greenville, Taylor Farmer, 7 News.
The Cookout Southern 500 will be at Darlington Raceway the Sunday before Labor Day. And for the past 4 years, that race has sold out. Right now, though, tickets are still available. If you're interested in going, you can find tickets on our website. But remember, sober or slammer.